First of all, how does the Amazing Atheist define morality?
I'd like to talk today about morality. But I'm here to talk about what morality is, because it's important that we establish this. We as individuals might not be equal to those in power, but we as a people can be equal to those in power. In fact, we can be greater. We can make them work for us instead of the other way around. But of course, we won't do that because we're all brainwashed into thinking that they are on a pedestal higher than us. So to recap, we have these rules that subvert our own desires and are sold to us as protection by people who use them to exploit us. Doesn't sound all that great, does it, folks?
Oh, hey, dude. Come in, man. So what'd you all do today, man?
Oh, not much, man. Just a pretty boring day, actually. Not much happened, you know.
Yeah, I hear that, man.
Dude, what happened? When'd you grow your hair out?
What do you mean?
Oh, by the way, I want to tell you that I just got back from your parents' house, and I just killed your entire family. Yeah, so here's a knife that I did it with. You know, where do you want it?
Oh, okay. Yeah, you can just put it in the dishwasher. I didn't really know you were coming here, but I got you a milkshake. You want it?
You can claim that you don't believe in God. You can deny with your words that He has written His law on our hearts, but you can't live that way.
You know, the lady in front of you in the post office who wants to pay for one stamp with a credit card, you know, you do want to bash her in the head repeatedly. You know, you might not do it, even if you could, but you still kind of wanna. Everyone has little violent urges here and there. And in a society where we're less compelled to regulate those urges, we can become bloodthirsty monsters.
Okay, Mr. Naturalist. So, a lady at the post office wants to purchase a stamp with her credit card. And, you know, we think, well, that's going to take more time, we don't like that. And you say, well, you know, you have the urge to just bash her in the head. Well, why not do it? Why not? I mean, you know, supposedly there is no God. There is no judge that is above all mankind in which we give an account to. He has not written His law in our hearts. And so all we have here is just the material world, naturalistically explained. We evolved by chance over millions of years from lower life forms. Hey, why not do it? You can't have an argument against another person who would want to do that. That's just what they want to do. Some people want to watch movies. Some people want to sit at home and watch pornography. Some people want to, you know, kill other people just because they want to. And you're saying, well, we have these urges, we have these desires. Well, why not do it? Why not? Do what we want. Who cares? I mean, you know, we're just supposedly more advanced animals, you know, than the lions and the birds out there. You know, whatever that means, okay? More advanced. Well, whatever. We just happen to evolve farther, which means we happen to just naturally, randomly change, you know, our chemical makeup into a different, you know, bag of stuff. So here we got a lion in the wilderness, out in nature, and he's running around and he eats other lions and he eats other animals. Okay, well here we are, just because we wear a suit and tie, does that mean we're any different? Who cares? Why don't we just eat each other? Some people choose to do that. Hey, some people choose to do that. Hey, I like to wear the color blue. You know, I like to wear a tie and stand up in a classroom and teach. Well, some people like to kill. So why don't we just, you know, live like the lions do, okay? Why don't we just live that way? We have no argument against it on the naturalistic perspective. So, okay, Mr. Naturalist, live consistently. with your worldview. You cannot do it. And you cannot give an account for moral absolutes, and you cannot judge with an absolute standard, because there is none. There's just a natural world. Again, you can claim that you don't believe in God. You can deny that He's written His law on our hearts, but you can't live that way. We're trying to describe that your worldview is foolishness, and that you profess this naturalistic worldview, yet you don't believe it in your heart of hearts. And you show continually evidence that you do believe in this God. You do believe in God, but your worldview cannot account for you making moral judgments.
When I talk about morality, what I'm really talking about is obedience and control and the subversion of our own desires and the usurping of our own wills.
So what you're saying is that it's okay for us to have these urges to murder and to steal and to rape, but it is morally wrong for people with power to lord their power over the weaker people in restraining them from acting on these desires and doing whatever they want. So you seem to have a problem with the theory of survival of the fittest, that the strongest survive, the strongest prey on the weakest, and but I thought that's how we got here in the first place. I mean, so why is it wrong for the people with power to lord it over the weaker people? Why is that wrong? That's how we got here in the first place, right? So if that's how we got here in the first place, that's how we evolved, and it's just a natural way of things, then what makes it morally wrong for the government or the people in power, in your view, restraining people, the weaker people, from doing whatever they want? Why is that wrong? I mean, they're the ones in power. They can do whatever they want. Survival of the fittest, right?